after
Let's talk about the second verb, the second version. Okay, so as I told you, you can use the verb enroll. So here I decided to use passive. And why? So
yes.
you can say they were enrolled. Of course, you did it, but you don't want to. In a, you can use a preposition in a bilingual uh, primary school in Hanoi after completing their primary education. So, completing primary education. They moved. You can say they transitioned to, okay, they moved to an international secondary school, which is also based in Hanoi. Okay, now we have a higher level vocabulary and complex grammar. So it's easy and it's good for band 9. Attend, of course, they went to. They attended, they went to. So you can easily use attend. And we have enroll, that is really good when you, as I told you, register, so you can use it. Instead of saying finishing elementary level, we can say completing primary education. And here, uh, transition. What is this? Transition means moving from one stage or one school to another. We can say like move on. Located in, based in. So here, and that's it. Okay? And
Yes.
your band, yeah, if you do this, so you can say, no, it
Uh,
was it was six. No, really, it was,
my my kids went to the
let me say,
bilingual primary school
yeah,
in Hanoi, and after finishing primary education, they moved on to an international school,
yeah,
which is headed in Ho Chi Minh City.
yes.
And when
Why I said
my
hi.
children,
Yeah.
my children was enrolled to a bilingual primary school uh, um,
Just where
in
enrolled.
in Hanoi, yes. And after completing primary education,
Yeah.
they transitioned to an international school, secondary school, which
Okay.
also located in Hanoi, or it's
Yeah.
either located in Ho Chi Minh City, okay,
Okay.
or it's
Yeah.
also
Based in, of course, based
based,
in. Yes. Very good.
okay.
Located base. Yeah, very good. Actually, this one, yeah, perfect. But your original, your answer,
Wait, with,
yeah. Say.
wait with your guide. Wait, yes, I can get Ben seventh or ninth with your help.
Of course you will.
Okay.
Yes. But I want to say that just really it's hopefully it was so good because you feel like that I think you underestimate yourself for your original answer. I can easily score it. Like for fluency, uh because we have some unclear maybe order or names. So I would go for band
Mm.
6. For lexical research, that is vocabulary, basic vocabulary, but acceptable, 6. Grammar range, some correct tenses. So, but a little bit repetition. So I say again 6.5. Pronunciation, 6.5 to 7. So I overall I would go for 6 or 6.5 for your answer, your first answer. Yeah, so it's not bad at all. Yeah,
Thank
I'm a
you.
good, yeah,
Yeah.
if I were examiner, I would be really good, kind. So, kind and just kind-hearted one. Well, okay, and tell me about your school time and tell me would you say you were a good student?
Um, I was a very good student when I was student. Um, I, I love to study. I love and I um, mm, I love to study and I love school, love friends, teachers, everything in school. And till I wait for going to school every day. I usually got I got a good mark in school. And I remember that when I study at grade 5, I am um, leader in this class, in my class. Um, and in my school, I'm a
You
leader.
were a leader when you started. You said when you started in grade 5, you were a leader
Yeah,
in
it was
school.
leader in my class and my school. How can maybe I am leader of students communities.
Yeah, of course, got it. So later, good one. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, let's talk about it. So I was a good student. Yeah, of course, why not? You can say it's clear. So when I was very young, children know first. You shouldn't use children first. This is plural. Second, it's not a good one here. So when I was very young, I was a good student. I loved studying, ing form of verb, and enjoyed going to school every day. I enjoyed going to
That's
school.
good.
I liked my teachers, my classmate, and everything about the school. And I usually got good marks. Band 7, good. Band 9. I was enthusiastic. So here, good student. I was an enthusiastic student from a very young age. So you can say I was a enthusiastic student from a very young age. When I was a child. I truly enjoyed learning. I truly enjoyed learning. And I looked forward. So I enjoyed going to school. I look forward. I wait eagerly. I looked forward to school every day. So looked forward to school every day. So I was really just passionate to go. And I had a great relationship with my teachers and friends. I had, and I could get good, I could get good mark. You can say I consistently achieved high grades. I I always usually achieve Okay, this one is better, high grades. So this is another. And uh, you were leader. You can say, I became the class leader when I was in grade 5, and it was my first time being a leader at a school. Okay, so this is simple for. So I was chosen, now this is IELTS. I was chosen as the class leader when I was in grade 5. I was chosen as the class leader when I was in grade 5. And it was my first time taking on a leadership. It was my first time taking on leadership. So this one is better, taking on a leadership role in a school. And that's it. Yeah. This is band 7. It's a good one. Now, I was chosen can be replaced by I was elected for band 9. I was chosen can be replaced with I was elected as the class leader, in grade 5, which was my first experience in a leadership position at a school. So leadership role can be leadership position. It was my first experience. Okay. Position. Okay, so it was my first experience in a leadership position at the school. It was meaningful role, and you can explain it like it helped me grow in confidence. It helped me grow in confidence because it was important role and of course responsibility. If you want to finish it in a better way, so it's like a better version, you can say this. Okay, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so let's see. Now we will move on to the second part. Again, I'll give you
Can you
question.
help me to talk again?
Of
Band
course,
9.
of course, of course, you
I
can say it
was,
again. Say
I,
it again.
you, you, you said it again,
Of
not
course, I
me.
say, okay, so
I
uh,
was a enthusiastic student
okay, well,
when I
so
was
I can say
thank you.
I was
Yeah.
elected. So if I want to give you a band 9, I was elected as a class leader in grade 5, which was my first experience in a leadership position at a school. And of course, I was really excited about it. It was a meaningful and really important role that helped me grow in confidence and responsibility.
Yeah.
So that's it. And yeah, but easier one, again, you can say I was chosen. I was chosen at the class as a class leader when I was in grade 5. It was my first time taking on leadership role in the school, and that's it. I was really happy or pleased, yes, satisfied with the new position because it was really important role. Yeah, just this.
Yes.
Yeah, and it helped
Okay.
me boost my confidence. Now you want to say, you can say it again.
I was enthusiastic student when I was young. I enjoy going to school every day. I like a teacher, my friends. I like teacher, friends, and everything about the school. I really got good marks, and um, I really got a good marks at school. Um, and another version. I was an enthusiastic, uh, enthusiastic student, enthusiastic student um, from a very young age. I truly enjoy going to school uh, and looked forward to school every day. I consistently achieve a high grade in class, and I used to be a class leader. It was
Perfect.
my first time to is this was my first time taking uh,
Taking on.
taking on leadership positions in school.
Yeah.
That make make me confident and um, um, makes me confident
And responsible.
and responsible.
Yeah, and of course. Very good. Easily 7.
Yeah, seven. Thank you.
Yeah, easily 7. You see, it's not really difficult. Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
so let's see. Okay. So there was a mixture, the combination of 7 and 9. So first you started with band 7 and then you added some phrases. Just it was so good. So it's good one.
Okay.
Why not? So for example, when you want to start, when you want to express your opinion, so we have different phrases. I think, I believe, from my perspective, personally. So different verbs, words and phrases. I think it's basic. We normally say, I think it's basic, but for band 9, we use I think. Why? Because actually we use several advanced phrases and words for band 7. So if I start with I think, it's okay. Why not? I want to say that the combination of these two, like 7 advanced normal, can make your answer like natural. So you don't need to, because this is band 9, I
Mhm.
should use every complex word I know. No, combination of both can be great way, but it's really important. So when using, how to use them, how to add idioms, how to add collocations, how to use grammatical structures, and that's it. Well, let's keep going with part 2. Okay, let me type the cue card on the board. Just let me erase the board. And then you can think about it and make your answer. Let's see. Okay. Uh, describe a subject you really enjoyed studying at a school. You should say when and where you started studying, what lessons were like, what made it different from other subjects, and explain why you enjoyed the subject. Okay, so your answer should include all these parts. And let's see. It can be more than one, of course, but
When I was in high school, I loved to study math. It was, it is the main subject. It is one of the main subjects in the school. My, I study um, math. Most of I study math maybe 4 days a week. And after school, I also study 1 or 2 hours in another class uh, uh, to do the exercise, to do more exercise about math. And I love the teachers, the math teachers. He was um, an old man, and I liked the way he taught, very easy to understand, and uh, he gave more exercise for me to practice after school, and because I spent a lot of time, spent much time for math, so I really got good marks in this subject, and it's happy a lot when I was in the university. I I can um I used to be a tutor, a math tutor when I was in the university because I enjoyed to study math when I was in high school.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, really. You really. Yeah. That's so interesting. Actually, your answer was a really good answer. Why? Because it's not only about vocabulary or just grammatical structures. We have more. Like, so the way that you create your answer, you talk about you passionate and you are enthusiastic when talking. So it was really good. Okay, let's see. So math was one of the main subjects. Core, core, main subject at school.
okay.
I started it around 4 times a week. Of course, you also attended extra classes after school. Why? To improve your skills. And you really liked your math teacher. He was an elderly man.
Oh man.
Of course, old man is correct. Why not? But elderly here is better. Elderly man, he is actually, and his teaching style was very clear and easy to follow. So, teaching
And
style was clear and easy to follow. Yeah. And he often gave me additional exercises to practice at home, additional exercises. So, uh, and to practice at home. And I dedicated so much time to math. I dedicated so much time to math. So you can say, because I dedicated so much time to math, I achieved high marks. And you said that it also helped me at university because I enjoyed studying. So you can say this way, this strong foundation, because that was a base, a good base. This is strong foundation. So what you've learned at high school helped me a lot at university, where I even worked as a part-time math teacher where I even worked as a part-time math teacher, of course. And now, for example, math is good. Why not? Perfect. For band 9, you can say mathematics, but you don't need math is okay. Was one of the key subjects. Instead of core, you can say key subjects. In my school, what? Curriculum. So in my school curriculum. Yeah. So I started it around, so how many days? And I took additional classes after school. Take additional classes after school. Why? To improve, to further strengthen my understanding. To further strengthen my understanding. Okay. And my math teacher, of course, was an elderly man. I would go for a gentleman. Why not? Elderly gentleman, because he was a good man. So,
yes, I was impressed with his appearance, the elderly and ugly man, but but he, but his teaching style is easy to follow. But he not very handsome.
Of course, but
He
you,
always
so when you
he
say,
always
of course, you don't say handsome, you say gentleman. So you're talking about
say
personality. So elderly
gentleman.
gentleman, of course. So because it's not about appearance. So gentleman, and now you can use
Mm.
whose. So you can say, my math teacher was an elderly gentleman who's clear and structured, clear and structured, easy to follow. You can use structured. Structured teaching style made complex concepts easy to grasp, understand. So let me type it here. So clear and structured teaching style. Okay, made complex concepts easy to grasp, to understand. And of course, he regularly assign. So he regularly assigned some extra exercises uh, and to which help me develop like my uh, skills. And thanks to the time and effort I just invested is a good one. So thanks to the time and effort I invested. Okay. I consistently achieved excellent grade. I consistently achieved excellent grade. And of course, this foundation proved valuable during my university years. And I even worked as a part-time math teacher, tutor, tutor. Yeah. Okay. And for part two answer, your mm,
Chris.
six, 6.5. 6.5 was good. Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
good. Of course, really good. Fluency 6. I think lexical resource was 6. Okay, grammatical range 6. So total 6 or 6.5 the most, but it was good. But not 4. Well, okay. And this is part two. Let's keep going with the next one. That is part three question. Okay. Let's see. What impact do universities have on the places where they're located? What impact do universities have on the places where they're located? Let's see.
Can you please
Paraphrase,
what
of
you
course.
say?
I mean, how universities can change the cities and the places they are located in. So, for example, if there is a university, a famous university in a city, how this university can change the city, people, environment. I mean, positive impact on the area because it's believed that university in a town or city has a significant positive impact on the area. So what do you think about this?
Mm. My university is a very nice school. Uh, it in the middle, in the centers of the city. Every day, um, the university attracts more and more students who come from many provinces of Vietnam. When I, um, because there are a lot of students come to study there, it makes uh, the the area around the university busy um, and crowded. Local the locals can get a higher income from uh, uh, when they get more a higher income um, because of uh, students. They sell products and many services is growing. Um, the may especially food, um, housings, and entertainment developed in the area.
Yeah, great. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. It's so very nice university located in the center of the city, and every day attracts more students from different provinces across Vietnam. So provinces across your country, because so many students come to study there, the area around the university has become quite busy and crowded, and local people earn a higher income by selling goods and providing services. Selling goods and providing services. And of course, thanks to the large student population, business activities in the area